Watch out now. It's your girl Latasha with the LCL show, representing the walk. How you guys doing? How are you? Listen, tonight's show, as always, and let me repeat as I always do, is going to be so phenomenal because on the walk, for those of you who do not know, we talk about things that we battle with internally that needs to come out. Okay. And these are the things that we feel like we can't go to nobody else to and talk about. These are things that we deal with silently because a lot of people don't know how to seek therapy, or a lot of people can't afford therapy. But in reality, therapy is free. And I'm going to tell you why therapy is free. Because there's an inner you. And when I say that inner you, I mean that voice that you hear talking back to you. I mean that conversation that you have with yourself, that thought you have before it actually come out your mouth. That is your therapy. That is God within you. That is the light within you. That is where you can go to tell, to say, to vent, to do whatever it is you want to do, to get it out, to cry, to laugh. All of those things are therapy. And therapy starts within you guys. Therapy starts with you. So imagine, just as if you would go to somebody else and sit down, right? And talk to them and tell them everything it is about you. You telling this person who you just met or somebody who you possibly know. But to go within and to get that to get it out within yourself, within your inner self, where you don't have to worry about it being repeated. You don't have to worry about somebody else going to go say what it is that you told them. You don't have to worry about being judged. You could be yourself. You could show up as you are. You don't have to dress up. You don't have to drive your car, waste your gas, and go nowhere. You know why? Because inner therapy begins right here, and it's free. It's free. Not only is it free, but it's the best. Watch out now. So make sure y'all go ahead, tune in, like, and share. We're going to have a phenomenal night. Listen, I am gassed up, prayed up, and I'm ready to show up and show out. So watch out now. And I am your host, Latasha Security. Oh, I thought somebody said something. Guys, look. I am called to do what I am doing. This is not something that I just want to wake up and do voluntarily. Like, this is what I'm called to do. This is what I hear every day of my life. So when I was not doing the walk, trust me, it haunted me. It taunted me. And you guys, everybody who's watching knows exactly what I'm talking about, because there is something that you're supposed to be doing, or that you need to do, or have to do, or have not done, that keeps repeating itself in your mind every day, all the time. And listen, guys, this is a judgment-free zone. I opened up the comments because I want to hear you guys' story, because what I might share might not be able to help everybody. But if you drop your everything in the comments, or your version of happiness, or your version of inner peace and the happiness in the comments, maybe it'll be able to help somebody in ways that probably I can't, You just never know. Don't think that your story is just your story. Your story is somebody else's testimony. It's somebody else's peace. It's somebody else's healing. All right. So don't sleep on your story. Everything you've been through because you had to. You've been through because it's a testimony. You've been through so that you can uplift and help somebody else. Don't get caught up in your going through. Don't think that your going through is in vain, because it's not. Don't think that your going through is insane, because it's not. Don't think that your going through is so horrible, or that you can't share it. Trust me, everything you went through, you are and is here to help somebody else. So watch out now. But listen, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into it, because I want to know, what's your version of happiness? Where do you go to find your happiness? Who do you call on to find your happiness? Where do you go? Do you hide? Do you show up? Is it external? Is it internal? Where is your happiness? Let me tell you something. Okay. First of all, happiness is the inside job. And I'm only practicing or preaching what I practice. All right. Nobody else couldn't make me happy. Trust me. I tried to put it into men. I try to put my happiness into food. I try to put my happiness into places. I try to put my happiness into things. All of those things, people, places, men, all of that let me down. Everything, even money. And people think, if you ask people right now what they want out of life, 9 times out of 10, they would say, oh, I want money or I want to be rich. But without that happiness, without that peace, believe me on this, trust me on this. And one day somebody who's watching will become wealthy and rich. I speak that on you because that's what you want. So let it be so unto you. But at the end of the day, if you don't have happiness, the man, the money, the woman, the friends, the places, the things, none of that will matter. All right. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to commercial. And when we come back, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into your version of happiness. I'm going to let you know some of the things that I experienced while on my journey to happiness. And guys, believe it or not, it's so easy because it was nothing that the world could give me. It was nothing that could satisfy me that I didn't already have within myself. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you and I'm going to share with you the things and tools that I use to activate that happiness to where it still have no choice but to serve me right now, even in some of the adverse situations, even in some of the turmoil that you can face. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you some of the keys to the kingdom. And for you, those of you who do not know what the kingdom is within you. So you don't have to go look for nothing. You don't have to buy a plane ticket or search for it or this person don't got it, that person don't got it. It's already within you. And I want to share these tools with you. I want to share these thoughts with you so that you can learn how to start activating your inner peace. And you can learn tonight. It's nothing that you have to start on next year or it have to be a New Year's resolution. It don't have to be none of that. It's something that you can do right now. You can use absolutely right now, and it's free. And I'm going to share those things with you tonight. So watch out now. So we're going to go on a quick commercial break and we will be back. Welcome to the LCL Radio Show. I am your host, Latasha. Watch out now. The LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. Watch out now. It's the LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. Watch out now. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. Security. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. Security. Watch out now. Watch out now. Watch out now. Security. Watch out now. Watch out now. Watch out now. Security. Hey guys, welcome back to The Walk. I am your host, Latasha, and watch out now. So listen, let me go ahead and scoot over because I want to make sure I'm in the center. Guys, let me tell you, I'm going to share something with you. I do my own backdrops for my show. I do my own flyers. I do my own commercials. Everything that you see going on tonight or anytime you see anything going on right here on the LCL show, just know your girl did it herself. Watch out now. Well, I can't take all the credit. It's the God within me. So listen, guys, I want to go ahead and let's talk about it. And listen, make sure you feel free to comment below because I want to hear from you. I want to hear, like, what is your version of happiness? Are you okay with saying no? Are you okay with, you know, being super productive in the day that you want to take a break, that you don't want to do nothing, you don't absolutely want to pick up anything? You're going to be okay with that and not feel like you're not doing too much, and not beating yourself up about it. So those are the things that I want to go over with tonight. So I personally want to share my journey of happiness with you guys, as I promised you before. So basically, a few years ago, way before I met my husband, you know, I would show up in places happy, bubbly, and everything. But on the inside, there was always something missing. There was a void. There was a lack. And for the life of me, I could not understand it. I talked to friends. I talked to family. I did the outside sourcing thing. So none of it really satisfied me. It kind of like help boost me along my journey, gave me a boost, but I still felt that void within me. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm going where I want to go. I'm okay financially, all is well, but why do I still feel this void? Why do I feel like on the days that I want to rest after doing so much throughout the week that I feel guilty for resting? I feel guilty for wanting to sit down and take a break and want to kick my feet up, want to take a nap or want to read or just want to sit there and do nothing. Like, why do I feel guilty for doing this? But this is what's making me happy, you know? So I had to go within myself. All right. There was this, I always remember listening to Dr. Miles Monroe. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's on YouTube. That's how I found him. And then he started talking about the kingdom and all the glories and the riches and the this and the happiness and the peace that suppresses all understanding. And I was saying to myself, where can I find this place? Where I was just listening to see where was he going to give us the address, the phone number, because I need to know where I could find this inner happiness from, this inner peace from, and be okay and have my riches and glory. And when he told me that it was within myself and that if I seek, I will find, that if I ask, I'll be given, and if I knock, the door is going to be open. And when I tell you, I put it to practice the very next day. I put it to practice. I started going within. I started doing affirmations. See, people don't think that these things work. Trust me, they work. And over time, you will see that they work if you just stick to it. One thing, everybody, I always see business owners post is consistency, and that goes for me too. I've been trying to be consistent in everything I'm doing, especially my business. But consistency, all right, because you're training your subconscious mind to serve you after learning and unlearning so much that you have learned in the world. You really have to unlearn some things, and you have to be okay with it. You have to unlearn jealousy, gossip, hate. You have to unlearn a lot of things because we don't know it all. But anyways, going within and discovering that inner happiness, that inner peace was the best thing that happened to me, because I started to realize and I started to notice that the things that I thought I liked, the things that I lust after, the things that I thought I didn't have self-control over, all those things were really just that, just things. And that I am so much bigger and stronger than these things. And not only that, I started to think to myself, I've tried these things and I have done these things all these years. Why am I still in the same spot, getting the same results, doing the same thing? Why? But these are the things that I thought that made me happy. These are the things that I lust after. These are the things that I ran after. Why was I still not happy? Number one. And then number two, why am I still in the same spot? So obviously, I'm not doing something right. And I have to check myself before I wreck myself. So I started to break it down. I said, okay, Am I really? I started categorizing things that I lust after. And I mean, it could be different types of lust. It could be, getting drunk, using drugs, sex. It could be a lot of things, just to name a few that you think have control over you, that you think that you can't overcome, but you can. Because all you got to do is shine some light on it. All you got to do is go within and know that you are greater than these things. And how do you do that? I'm going to tell you. It's not nothing that you have to sit down, that you got to meditate for long hours. It's not none of that. It's simply just awakening and renewing your mind and saying, hey, going within and saying, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. And I've done this for so long and I'm still in the same spot and I didn't get nowhere. I'm still not happy. So I want to shine some light on these things, and I want to see and write down what makes these things so important to me that I choose to chase after it, although I know it's not making me happy, but I still choose to chase it. So once I started doing that and started discovering and finding my happiness within, that I am happy with myself, that I actually love me. All right. For so many years, guys, just to even just give one example, I hid my forehead forever. I was embarrassed since middle school. I always hid my forehead. I don't know why. I just thought it was always big. And when I used to crack on people, when I used to crack jokes in middle school, that's the first thing they would go to, my forehead. So I got insecure about it, and I just would hide my forehead I hid it for a long time. And it's not until recently, maybe a few years now, that I just opened up and embraced it and just said, I am me. And who am I hiding it from? Who are these people? They're not paying my bills. They're not doing nothing for me. I can't call on them. So why am I hiding a version of myself that I actually want to love, that I actually want to embrace? Why? Sometimes you got to question yourself, question your habits. Ask yourself, why do you do some of the things that you do? And then there's going to be an answer. There's going to be an answer. You want a way out, there's going to be a way out. But it starts with you. Let me tell you one thing. A man or woman, whatever it is not your happiness. They can be in addition to your happiness. Because let me tell you one thing. Love can only attract love. Happiness can only attract happiness. All right? That's just the way the world works. Peace can only attract peace. Hate can only attract hate. Jealousy can only attract jealousy. So the energy that you give out is what you reciprocate. So I chose love. I chose happiness. I chose to say, when somebody called me or try to take me back to the places or things that I used to do that I've overcame, I had to say no. No. With power, with authority, and with confidence. No, I'm good. I don't want to do it. I'm straight. And I stand on that, and there's been times that I had to play tug of war with myself, that I felt like going back to that person or doing those things, because the temptation is strong and is there. But greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. Okay, so I know I had the power within me. If God said he made me in his likeness and image, then I should have the power to kick these habits. I should have the power to say no and be okay with it. But it all starts with initiating that first no. No, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to do those things anymore. I don't want to pick up those bad habits anymore. It just goes back to saying no and being unapologetic about it. Guys, go within, find your happiness. All right? Pray. You know what happiness is? Happiness starts with being happy for others, because when you're happy with others, you're happy within yourself and for yourself. And those things and those thoughts come up for you to be mad, hate, jealous of somebody else. I'm telling you, because I get them. So when they come up, choose happiness. No, I'm going to love this person. I'm going to send them love and goodwill and blessings, because that's what I'm going to receive. So whatever you plant for somebody else, the seeds that you plant for somebody else, be ready to receive those seeds and to be able to manifest those seeds. Okay? Trust me, you will need them and they do matter. All right? So that's what happiness looks like. That is, just some of the tools that you use to find your happiness. And I'm telling you, once you do, everything that you saw out there, prayed for, envisioned yourself doing, just starts coming like this. I'm telling you. And then you're going to be happy with it. You're going to be able to enjoy it. You're going to be able to like it. You're going to be able to appreciate it because you came from a dark place and now you're in a happy place. And guess what? No man on the face of this earth can get credit for that. That's something that you did by yourself, within yourself. And then you show others how to do it. Okay? Be okay with telling people no. Be okay with not going back to the place that you overcame. Be okay with not picking up those bad habits that you just dropped, that you just overcame. Be okay with being okay. Be okay with relaxing. Be okay with chilling. Be okay with who you are as a person. Be okay with it. Be okay with who other people choose to be as a person. Don't judge them. The tattoos they have, the gender they want to be, the sex they want to be. Be okay with people being people, because when you be okay with people being people, you're going to find it within yourself to be okay with you and be happy with you. And like I said, the happiness is contagious. So everything you come in contact with, you're going to make happy. Everything that grows itself to you is going to come with happiness. And happiness opens doors. I tell you, being happy opens so many doors that no man can close. It will put you in places that people didn't even think you qualified for. It will give you and bring you the things that you have always wanted and only you and God know. The things that you have prayed for. Happiness will do so much for you. And when I tell you, once you get a taste of it, just a taste of it, I'm telling you, just a mustard seed of it, you would not want to go back to the place that you overcame or to the person that you overcame. Seek happiness, you will find it. Knock, and the door will be open. Ask, and it will be given unto you. And it starts with you. Not a therapist, not a man, not a woman, not things, not places, not money, but within you. That's where happiness starts, within you. Clean yourself up. Clean your heart up. Be unapologetic about it. And the people that come into your life, that you run into, that try to test your happiness, because they will. Oh, yes, they will. Tell them no. Don't give it to them. Choose your peace. Choose your happiness. And you'll be so happy you did. Don't let nobody take you back to that place that you worked so hard to overcome. Don't let nobody try to bring you down with them to that place that you just came up from. We're not going backwards. We're going forward. Forward is love. Forward is happiness. Forward is saying no unapologetically and being okay with saying no and moving forward. All right? So, guys, that is my time. I want y'all to know I love you guys. Listen, go ahead and share this live for me, because maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's for somebody else that can use it. But I appreciate you guys, those of you who tuned in. This is The Walk. I am your girl, Latasha. And listen, you guys, even after the fact, still drop the comments, ask questions. I'm here. I'll go back and I check the videos. So feel free, to share your story or to share your experience with the things that I've shared with you tonight. And I'm going to get wiser. I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to get more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And I have a better platform for you guys. I'm telling you. Watch me. This day I've said that, all right? Anyways, guys, I love you. And no, you don't have to know people to love them, just like a lot of people don't know a lot of people they hate on. All right? So you don't got to know people to love them. Just know yourself. Just know that you are love. Know that you are happiness. Know that you are peace. All right, just know that about you, and you don't worry about nobody else. Mind the business that pay you. Mind the business that take care of you. If it don't take care of you, and if it's out of your jurisdiction, don't give no attention to it. Don't give no peace to it. That stuff is too expensive. And when I say too expensive, especially like you don't work so hard to overcome something, then you all of a sudden one situation make you go back. Nah, no, we're not doing that. We're moving forward. We're almost in 2022, guys. This is really the time, new you. The things that are going on around us in the world, you got to stay woke. Stay woke. Don't be led like sheep to a slaughter. Don't be afraid to investigate things yourself. Don't let people run over you. And when I say that, I don't mean getting into arguments. I mean legally. All right. There's a way to handle everything. All right. So you give somebody something, write it out, put it on paper, so you have evidence of this stuff. Like, it's time to get wiser. It's time to get smarter. We have been trampled over too long, and we're not going back there, guys. We're not. And like I said, I'll be able to bring more information to you. I'll be able to be on it, and I'm happy. But this is my starting point, and I appreciate you guys for rocking with me right now. Right now, we at 2 viewers, and I'm okay with that, because I see the vision and I see the big deal. And I know that God is using me. And for that, I'm grateful for him to just even love little old me as he do you. All right. We're all one. It says our Father in heaven, not my Father, not your Father, our Father. We are united. We come together on this thing. United we stand. All right. Don't never forget that. All right. I am your host, Latasha. Hey, Shawante. I heard him say, that's what is so funny, guys. Yes, guys. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. You know, it ain't all about the likes, and then God had to share that with me. And it's not all about the views. He just say talk, and I'll do the rest. One could bring 1,000, two could bring 10,000. I just got to keep going, and so do you. Be happy. Go within yourself, discover your inner peace, and you don't let nobody take that from you. As a matter of fact, nobody can take it from you. Watch out now. I love y'all, and for real this time. Out.